Hey sports fans, welcome to the Ballers Club Prez Show. So a couple of years ago, I did an initial review of this jacket. This is an over-under Briar jacket. It's a waxed cotton jacket, basically a real good like bush jacket. And when I made that review, I kind of compared it to a Filson mile marker jacket, which was something else I was considering at the time when I bought this one. So I didn't have the mile marker. I just knew the details on it and whatnot. But anyways, now I do have a Filson mile marker jacket, and so I can go into a little bit more in-depth review. And those Filson mile markers are still available for a very good price, although it is a discontinued Filson item now. But hopefully this video will help you out if you're interested in one of those jackets. Stay tuned. Okay, sports fans, so here are the two jackets side by side. The first thing I'm going to do is go over some of the similarities between them. So very similar style jackets. The pocket placement, you basically have pouch pocket on either side on the green over under. You have a zippered breast pocket, and then behind your pouch pockets you have the slash hand warmer pockets, and separating the two pockets is a layer of this flannel that lines almost the entire jacket. It lines the sleeves, lines the upper part of the jacket, and then the bottom part of the jacket where there's going to be friction, they've lined it with nylon. Now, it was interesting that they did not line the sleeves with nylon, but they decided not to, and in all honesty, it's not such a problem. The collar up here is moleskin, so the Filson mile marker has pretty much the exact same layout in terms of pockets. So you have your pouch pockets with the slash hand warmer pocket in behind. The Filson mile marker separating the pockets is the actual corduroy that they put on the collar, and not the lighter material that they use to line the jacket with. So speaking of lining, so the Filson is lined with a light flannel. This is a 6-ounce flannel, by the way. On the over under, 4-ounce flannel. So Filson has 6-ounce flannel, and then the sleeves are lined with nylon, so it goes on and off easier. This is a special edition Filson, by the way. This is the Ducks Unlimited one. It's so new it still has tags on it. Size on both of these is 3XL. So in terms of what's different about these jackets, the over under is made with a slightly heavier duty outer material. So this is 10-ounce waxed cotton, whereas the Filson is made with 8-ounce waxed cotton. Practically there's no difference between them. One of the big differences is the over under has storm cuffs in the sleeves, whereas the Filson does not. So no storm cuffs on the Filson. It does have the adjustable wrist, as does the over under, but yeah, so no storm cuffs. The Filson also does have an adjustable drawstring waist, whereas the over under, it does not have that. But what it has instead is it has a game pocket. So kind of like the Filson Mackinac Cruiser has that game pocket, this has a zippered game pocket that basically entry from either side. Also, the over under comes with a hood. Filson does not come with a hood. Okay, so in terms of fit, here is the over under on me. So again, both these jackets are 3XL. For a size reference on me, I am about 6'6", and normally I'm about 320 pounds. I'm kind of skinnier now than usual for one reason or another, but usually I'm a little bit bigger, so I would fill out a 3XL better than I do right now. But yeah, either way, so here's the over under. I mean, I have about this much space. Here's where I end, and here's how much more I have. So in all honesty, the 3XL, it fits me a little bigger than I wish, but the reason I get a 3XL and not a 2XL is because it has extra length in the body and in the sleeves. So they don't offer a tall size in the over-under jacket, which I would have probably gotten if they had it. Well, I for sure would have gotten it if they had it. But so to make up for that, I just get the biggest size, and usually that works out pretty well. And in all honesty, I wear this jacket when it's pretty cold out because this wax cotton doesn't breathe at all, so it has to be kind of cool out to wear it. So I like to wear it with some layers underneath. Usually I'll be wearing like a long sleeve sweater or something, and then usually like a quilted vest. I have this over under quilted vest I like to wear under this jacket all the time, and that's a pretty good system. And then it also helps fill the jacket out a little bit more too. So as far as sleeve length, I mean, it's pretty good. Where the storm cuffs are, it makes the sleeves feel longer because they basically do come right to the edge of my wrist where my hand meets my wrist or my arm, I guess. So for me, that's pretty good sleeve coverage. So I'm happy with the fit of this jacket. A little bit big. I kind of do wish I could maybe cinch it down sometimes, but then again, you would lose that gain pocket. So, you know, that's the trade-off there with the over under. And as far as the sleeves being lined with flannel, it's nice if you're wearing a short sleeve shirt, but most of the time with this jacket, I'd be wearing long sleeves underneath it. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's not a big deal. Today, by the way, is not a good day to wear this jacket. I just wanted to do this review, but it is actually pretty warm out here today. It's about 85, so not a cold day by any stretch. All right, so here's the Filson mile marker, complete with tags still on it. Now this one, I'll tell you this about this jacket. So because there's no storm cuff on the sleeves, they feel shorter. Now, if I compare the two jackets, if I lie them flat on a table and, you know, pinch the cuffs, you know, together, the armpit and then cuff to cuff, the sleeves are the same length, but they feel shorter on the Filson because there's no storm cuff to extend out a little bit beyond the sleeve. The sleeve just kind of rides up because there's nothing preventing it. They feel baggier. But overall, the zipper starts a lot lower on the Filson as well. Because I can cinch the back down, I kind of like the Filson. Now, I will say this. Between these two jackets, you're getting a lot more jacket with the over-under than you are with the Filson. All right, that's just a fact. The storm cuffs, the heavier exterior, the fact that it comes with a hood, it feels like a heavier duty jacket. The Filson is more of a jacket that, like, I would wear this to work. If you're into fashion, which I basically am, this is a good jacket to have because you could wear this, you know, with khakis or whatever to the office, what have you. It's a nice classy jacket to wear. I would wear this one in my vehicle. Now my over-under jacket, I don't wear it to work. I don't wear it in my vehicle if I can help it. I'll throw it in the back of the truck, like, you know, the back seat, not the back, and I'll put it on when I get to wherever I'm going. I do this because to me that over-under, it's almost like a suit of armor for the bush. When conditions are at their worst and everything is at its grossest, you could throw that jacket on and it'll protect you completely, and it just sheds everything off. That wax cotton just works so good. I mean, I've taken this over-under jacket through quite a bit of hell, especially in the springtime around here where all this bush and everything is like, it gets covered in this weird dust from all the snow melting and all the spider webs and everything, and you walk through the bush, like, anything you're wearing is just gross. And this protects you perfectly. And somehow it even does manage to even just clean up pretty decently, so I could get in the vehicle with it, wearing it in my, you know, driver's seat and stuff, but I generally don't like to. I just kind of roll it up and throw it in the back seat usually. But the Ducks Unlimited jacket, I would say that is not such a hardcore bush jacket. It does not feel like it would be armor for the bush. It feels like it would be better for, you know, commuting kind of back and forth to work and just sort of wearing out around town and stuff. I'm not saying it, you know, wouldn't work in the bush. Of course it would, but just, yeah, the fact that there's no storm cuff is kind of the big deal. Someone shooting somewhere over there. Anyways, so these jackets, MSRP, were comparably priced, and everything got a lot more expensive lately. Like when I bought this over under, the MSRP price on it, the regular price was $369 US, and the Filson at the time was the price on this price tag, which is $395 US. So I actually did pay the full amount for the over under years ago, and it's a good jacket. It was worth it. I would have been disappointed if I had paid the $395 for the Filson at the time, even being that it's Stux Unlimited and it's kind of special and everything. Just the overall design of it, I don't think it's worth it. Now, both of these jackets, well, have increased significantly. This one I think is now about $200 more than it used to be. It's now in the upper 500s range. The Filson mile marker, they don't even make these anymore. So Filson recently decided to discontinue this line, the mile marker. They've replaced it with something called the foul weather jacket. So it's a little bit heavier duty tin cloth exterior. I don't think, maybe it's not tin cloth, or maybe it is tin cloth. It might be the 18-ounce tin cloth. Anyways, they have a new jacket that basically replaces the mile marker, and its design is a little bit more akin to the over under. It has the storm cuffs, it comes with a hood, a heavy duty hood and everything. So it seems to be a little bit better of a jacket. They only go up to 2XL, they don't have them in 3XL. I did try one on at a Filson store, and you know, besides being a little bit small on me, because they didn't offer a tall size or anything in it, you know, it was okay. I kind of like my mile marker. Now I did get this for an insanely good price, which is why I have it. I would not have bought this even for a sale price that wasn't, you know, I mean, I'll tell you, I got it for 130 US. So the Filson site had them on clearance for 276, but you could find them cheaper than that. So I paid 130. For 130, it's worth it all day. Plus just the fact that it's Stux Unlimited is cool, but it's not the same as the over under. If you want to have just one wax canvas jacket and you want it for like kind of heavy duty conditions, like real outdoor use, I think the over under is better. I even love this Filson jacket. It's just not, it's not the same thing as this. They are not in the same category, in my opinion. So anyways, Ballers Club Prez signing off.